We're here with Jason Soche, who is, Jason, what is your role with this group?
I am the senior marketing manager for the Old Town property.
Excellent, excellent. Now today's a big day, isn't it?
Yes, today's one of the biggest days of the year for us. We are celebrating our 35th anniversary of the Classic Car Show and Cruise.
That's amazing. I came down here for the first time 10 years ago from up north, and it was February. I was down here with friends for Daytona, and couldn't believe there was this big car show in the middle of winter.
Yes.
So that's a plus for that. So how did this come about? And has it always been in this location?
It's always been in this location. So they started the car show, actually a couple years before that, but they didn't do the cruise itself. So in 1990, they started doing the Classic Car Show and Cruise, and it's grown every year. We've gone from 500 cars close to 700 cars at this event. So it's quite the event, and everybody comes, from up north, from everywhere, just for this event.
It's amazing. Now this goes on all year round, right?
Yes. So every Saturday we do the Classic Car Show and Cruise. We celebrate this day every year, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger, but we still have our car show every day. To give you an example of how important this show is, even during the COVID year, we still had people that would come and cruise around Old Town, just so that we had our cruise that would continue, so that we'd still be known as the longest running car show and cruise.
So is there a history? You said it started 35 years ago?
Yes.
Who was the person that founded this show?
I don't know the exact name. We've gone through quite a few, but Greg, who is our current car show director, he's been here for over 20 years.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Well, he's been here as long as I've been coming down.
Yeah.
So, Jason, this has been really good. This is an amazing event. People up north are going to be really jealous when they see this. My friends out on the West Coast and down south here, they're just like, yeah, we know. But again, thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Yes, thank you. I hope everybody that's watching this will come check us out.
Absolutely. Hi there, we're here with Harvey today. Harvey, where are you from?
I'm from New York originally,
Yeah.
I live right near where we are now.
Right here in Kissimmee. So you're a local now. How long you been down here?
I've been in Florida probably 35 years.
Wow, and that's how long the show's been going on. Today's the big anniversary.
I haven't been here. I've only been coming here about 15.
Yeah. How many cars you got these days?
About 7 classics.
Yeah. How many more you got that aren't running?
Okay.
How many you got that aren't running?
It's eliminated over there. It's not
Several.
diet.
There you go. That's a car guy. Got a bunch that run, a bunch that don't. That's what we do. What'd you bring with you today?
1931 Chrysler 4-door sedan.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I saw it's beautiful. Did it always look like that when you got it?
It looked like that when I got it.
Sweet. What's the history on that? Why that car? Why did you pick up that car?
My two favorite
Well,
cars besides mine.
I had a bug for something from that era. I like the square body cars.
Yep.
I don't like the older ones because they're really not as drivable. By the time you get to 1931, they're still real drivable cars,
Right.
but they still have that very, very classic look.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Well, Harvey, it was nice talking to you. And who's your friend?
This is Ginger.
Hello, Ginger. Thank you. People are going to love you. We're here with Wayne with his 1977 Corvette. Wayne, how long have you had this car?
6 months.
6 months. Wow, where'd you get it?
Lauderdale, Florida.
Waterville, Florida. Sweet. Why did you decide you wanted a 77 Corvette?
I had a 39 Chevy I traded for a motorhome, but then I missed the crew here at Old Town.
And you just wanted to get back in the
I had
game.
to get back into Old Town.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This is a great show with a lot of people that come regularly. I love these 70s, mid-70s Corvettes. They're classic styling. How's it run?
It runs great now that I took care of it.
Wayne, it's been a great pleasure talking to you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, and you have a great time. It's great here.
Oh, we will. Thanks. Steve, I hear you're quite the Ford guy. What's the history there?
Well, my grandfather started with a Ford Motor Company in 1935, building Model A's in Richmond, California. Moved up to Washington State, actually moved up there in 1935, and then became became a Ford dealer. And I grew up in the back of a Ford dealership.
There you go. There you go. What'd you bring today?
Brought my 1969 Mustang Mach 1.
Oh man, that thing's beautiful. How long have you had that?
Well, that car is kind of a long story, but it was traded in the dealership in 1973. My dad was a Ford mechanic there, working with Grandpa. And anyway, I came in with an overheated motor. The car was only 4 years old, or 4 years old. And so that was right when the oil embargo hit.
Oh yeah.
And so it needed a little body work, it needed an engine. It was actually cost more to fix it than the car was worth.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the car for $50.
There you go. And what is that engine?
It's the original 428 Corvette that my dad rebuilt.
Sweet. So you can vouch for the workmanship.
Oh yeah, we've had it in the family since back in '73.
Okay. And how many others you got in the stable?
Oh, I've got a couple of 57 Birds, 4 other Mustangs, and a couple of Cougars, and a Cobra replica.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'll tell you, some people are brand loyal. You are brand loyal. I'm liking the shirt. The car is amazing.
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
Originally from Washington State.
Yeah. And now you're down here for how long?
All my boys came here to work for Disney in 2008.
Yep.
I ended up moving down here to be close to my kids.
There you go. And now the master's got you working.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a retirement job.
I hear you.
3 days a week, it's not bad.
People who know me say that's my story too someday.
The only problem is I have to drive a Chevrolet.
Oh no. So sorry to hear that. Anyway, Steve, it's great talking to you. Thanks
Great.
for taking the time.
Thanks.
Hello there, we are here with Tyler with his all original 1972 Dodge Charger. Tyler, how long have you had this car?
I've had it less than a month.
Less than a month?
Yep.
Where'd you find it?
I found it up in Cumming, Georgia.
Did you really?
Yep. Just flew up to Cumming, Georgia with me and my dad.
Yeah.
Drove it all the way back from Cumming, Georgia without an issue.
Okay, so why does a guy your age want to drive all the way up to Cummings, Georgia for a 72 Charger?
Where else are you going to find one?
True, true. Well, obviously this is a car you were looking for.
I love it. My dad had one originally when he was in high school.
There you go.
He had a 72 SE car with a 440.
Yep.
We still have it, but it's in rough condition.
Right.
So we're working on restoring it right now.
There you go. So I knew there was a story in there. There's always a family story in there somewhere. I love it. I love it. And you made it in time for the 35th anniversary show here?
First time here.
Is it really?
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome for the
I'm
first time.
excited.
This is great. Hey, Tyler, it's been great talking to you. This car is awesome. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Perfect. Thank you.
buy this car? Of all the cars in the world.
Well, the thing of it was, I mean, I couldn't argue about the price.
Right.
It was $3,500.
Yep.
Drive-away car,
Yep.
in great shape. It just needed the small stuff to it.
Right.
So I didn't have to go buying parts for the car. It was an easy fix-up.
Yep.
You know, just so I wasn't going to argue with the price.
Nope. Was that the original color?
That is the original car. Everything about the car is the original way it would look as if you was to buy it on the showroom floor.
Probably better, actually.
Well, yeah, probably better. Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Well, Jim, she's gorgeous. I got some really good shots. Love the trophy. So thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Oh, you're
Take care.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right.